They're Gemini. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to go ahead and get into a reading for you for for March 2024. This is a general energy reading. This will not resonate with every single one of you. If it does, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to book a reading with me, you can go ahead and do so at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. All of that information is in the description box below. So, Gemini, your overall energy this month, we have the devil. This is Capricorn energy. The biggest thing that I'm picking up here right now, Gemini, is kind of like obsessive pursuits. Okay, this doesn't necessarily have to be obsessive pursuits with other people, but it does feel like you guys may be trying to juggle a lot, and maybe having a lot on your own plate. I feel that a lot of you may have a lot to either commit to, present, something that you like, what your output is here. That may be something where we need to take a break, or we need to not obsess about the outcome and how much we are putting into it. All good things in due time, okay? Your oracle card is TikTok. This card often talks about when we are essentially needing to sit back for a second and just kind of recognize that time is something of a man-made construct. It's something that we've created, and we've allowed a lot of it to dictate our lives. And here it's asking us to take a step back, try not to force yourself into situations, or try not to overachieve right now. It's not to say that overachievement is bad, but if it's going against your physical body, your health, your mental state, your emotions, your physical energy, pull back a little bit here. If you're working so hard physically that you're relying every single night on ibuprofen or whatever to help your body relax, be mindful. If you're super stressed out, drinking too much coffee, smoking too many cigarettes, this is asking you to just pull back a little bit. And it's like, why am I engaging in situations that are making me feel like I'm at a deadline? And some of you may be at deadlines, but here it's almost as if it's kind of like everything seems like a deadline, and we have to pull that energy back a little bit. As far as your the energy that you have for your actions, your approach in this month, we have the Three of Cups. So this can actually be an energy where we are supported by our friends, our family, our loved ones. This is going out and enjoying ourselves with people. And here, I almost feel like it's important for you to be able to make time for that, Gemini, for you to allow yourself that freedom rather than just being like nose to the grindstone energy. For some of you, this will also be a situation where if you have children, you may be wanting to dedicate more time in their direction, or go to the park, or have little endeavors that you can engage in here, because it feels like there's kind of like an over attention to things that are not necessarily giving us life, maybe money, but we need to incorporate that happiness back into our experience here. For communications, Gemini, you have the Ten of Wands. This energy is more so one of exhaustion. It's one where if you look at this person, they have, mops and rakes and brooms and goodness knows what else all over their hands. They're trying to hold too much. It's like burdens that we take on. Maybe some of us are like taking on too much, and we may have to communicate with either a boss or a family, whomever we are working with, that I need to have a decrease in my either like output, or I'm juggling too much on my shoulders. I've bitten off too much that I can chew, and I need help with this. I need to have some help here. So some of you may be needing to be able to rely on others, and perhaps even appoint other people to different positions, duties, even if it's housework, because maybe other people have gotten used to you kind of taking on the lion's share, and that becomes like an expectation, and that's something that you don't necessarily need to foster anymore. It's something where it's like, okay, I'm at my limit and I'm going to ask you to do more. And if they can't do that, then, it may be time to figure some different things out. But either way, it feels like you guys are needing to speak up for yourself at this time when it comes to your communication. For your health energy, you have the Hierophant. This is beautiful energy. It does talk about healing. It talks about if you have any type of like medical concerns at this time, traditional medicine may be something that might be helpful to you. This can also talk about regimens that are tried and true. Some of you may be needing to check out different doctors, different healthcare professionals that, like a specialist, essentially. That may be something here for you. It can also talk about, for some of you, you may be dealing with addiction. This may be a situation where rehab might be beneficial, or some sort of like hypnosis, whatever it may be, but it feels like you're getting in touch with somebody that is very well acquainted with this area of life. It's their expertise, and they can help you change this process. And it feels that it's important for you to allow that to happen. Yeah, I feel like your energy here at this time, Gemini, if you are dealing with any type of addictions, or if it's kind of getting out of hand, I feel like that is kind of, you may be being viewed by other people as either reckless or as somebody who has a substance use problem. Not to say that that can't be fixed, but we want to be mindful of how that impacts our, I guess, social status, our family status, our money, stuff like that. Are we just like blowing our money? Here, it's almost as if, like, if that is the case, we're getting in touch with the right type of people to help the situation. And that goes for any other health-related situation as well, Gemini, okay? Not just, substance abuse. Also too, I do want to say, for some of you, like overeating is another one. We may want to go and just have ourselves checked out. Overeating, overdoing anything right now in excess is something that we might want to like take care of, or see if it's actually affecting our bodies, especially if you've had weight gain, diabetic stuff. Like, go get yourself checked out if it's been a while. This is kind of that push to do that, and to be very mindful about, taking care of your physical body, okay? In regard to your job situation, your finance, you have the Three of Wands. This is all about patience. And here with the Devil, we have this obsessive energy, especially when it comes to job-related situations. Some of you may be having to or you felt that you've had to juggle too much. I feel here it's time to actually just have some patience in the way that something unveils itself, how it moves forward towards becoming something more, something different. Again, too, there's kind of like this element of needing to be mindful in how you look at time frames in your energy and what you put out there. A lot of us are like, it's not working fast enough. I need this to move faster. Here it's asking us to slow down here. So I'm not sure what you may be dealing with in your financial, your work career, but the Three of Wands is asking for you to have patience in the endeavor, and good things will come. Here in your relationships, your love connections, you have the Four of Pentacles. This is an interesting energy for love, just because it does talk about being a little bit more guarded, a little bit more sensitive. It's asking us to pull back a little bit more. I feel here for some of you, especially with the Devil, if you're dealing with anybody, could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, Taurus as well, but if you're dealing with somebody, it's almost as if you're hesitant. You're looking at their behavior. You might be observing how they are sinking or swimming in their own life, how they are being effective or ineffective in their own life here, Gemini. It's as if you are getting a front row view of somebody's potential destructive behavior. And I feel like you're more so cautious of how you allow that to combine with your own energy. Some of you may have been very patient with the situation. I feel like it's important to just kind of sit back, though, and allow somebody to be where they're at. It doesn't mean you have to take on their BS. It doesn't mean that you have to heal them or fix them. But time is, there's a lot of time stuff in your reading here, Gemini. I feel that with time, things do change for this person, but I also feel like your protection of yourself is also something that helps them grow because they realize that they cannot incorporate their energy with yours in this state of being, in this state of mind, in this state of physical health. So that is what I have for you guys. I hope it's helpful. If you want a personal reading, go ahead and contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com. And like, share, subscribe if you choose to. And I will talk to you later. Take care, Jimmies. Bye.